Aloha magical beings. So, what is the difference between manifesting and magnetizing? My name is ဿh🨨🧥 and I am a intuitive tarot guide, astrologer, a pleasure priestess, and an ancient witch and magical elf. And this idea has been coming through a lot of magnetizing versus manifesting. So I feel like in the spiritual community, the lingo that we so often use is the word manifesting. Manifesting our dream life, manifesting money, manifesting a love, fill in the blank. There's always this focus on creating, right? Through manifesting. But if we really go into the core of what manifesting is, it's associated with the Magician card, that number 1. And this energy inherently is very masculine. It's about, planting the seeds, harnessing the magic, setting the intention, embodying the power that we have to create, to visualize, and to bring forth that reality into the world. And although this energy is so powerful and so real and so potent, it's almost like we've forgotten the other half of the equation, which is this magnetic magic. And this is the feminine. The magnetizing is the feminine, because the magnet, it doesn't project, it doesn't move forward, it doesn't assert itself. It simply is, and it simply trusts, and it allows what is meant for it, what's a frequency or a vibrational match, to meet it. A magnet sucks its desires towards it. So when we're talking about living our dream life and really calling in everything that we want, it's equally important to harness our feminine magnetic energy. And this is regardless of whether you're in a masculine or a feminine physical body. We all incorporate these two energies, and in order to live in full balance, equilibrium, and really to harness the juiciest amount of magic that is available to us in the quantum realm, it requires a dance and a harmonization of our feminine and masculine polarities. And so I invite you to equally work with this energy and this frequency of magnetism, especially if you are a female and you're feeling burnt out, you're feeling like you are always kind of running and chasing your desires, and you're like, I work so fucking hard, why isn't it that I don't have fill in the blank? Why is it that it seems so hard for me? And I can almost guarantee you from my own experience, it's because you're not allowing yourself to lean back, to sink in, and to just be in your feminine goodness that is so naturally attractive for everything that you want. I'm just going to share a couple examples of how this has come through for me. And I will say that I'm not saying that the manifestation piece isn't important, because it is. It is very important. That's where we plant our seeds. That's where we set our intentions. That's where we visualize. That's where the creation starts. But if we're always in that creation mode, and we're not in a receiving mode, then we're not going to be able to receive what we've created, what we've visualized, the goals that we've set, and the energy that we've put into place. And it's such a shame, because if we're putting in all the hard work, of course, we want to receive the goodness. We want to reap the rewards of that work, of that intention, of that ritual and ceremony that we are showing up for in devotion. So being in our magnetic energy looks like us simply being. And this can come through in so many ways. It can be us resting, sleeping, meditating, taking a bath. It could be us just being in our joy, whether that's dancing, singing, hanging out with friends, being in nature, reading a book. When we are in our joy, and when we're in our bliss, and when we're in our surrendered state of detachment, that is when we are an energetic magnet and match for our desires to come through. And this analogy has been coming through a lot of like, if the if the manifestation is us beginning a sprint, and we have this baton, right, that we activate with in the beginning, and the manifestation portion, and this also associates with the moon cycles, which I'll do another video on, then that's the beginning of the sprint, right? We have this idea, we have this baton, this goal that we want to manifest, and we start to run with it, and we're running with it. And then let's just say our desire that wants to meet us is the next runner, and they're starting behind us after we've signaled the cue and we start the race. They're signified, that desire signified or signaled that we want it, right? So they start running to meet us. They're like, okay, I'm coming to meet you. If we stay in that mode of manifestation and we continue to sprint, guess what? Our desire isn't going to be able to catch us. It's going to be sprinting after us. It's like, hey, I hear you. I want you. Slow down. If we're constantly moving, we're not stopping, we're not resting, then that desire is not going to be able to catch up to us, especially the harder we run. And you know what I'm saying. The more that we penetrate our action, then the longer it's going to take. You know, in the extreme sense. Of course we have to put in the work. Of course it takes watering the seeds for them to grow, but that's not what I'm talking about here, because we've all talked a lot about manifestation. I'm talking about the magnetization. So it's imperative that we find that balance where we know, okay, I've done enough. I've posted enough flyers. I've created enough content. I've done enough visualization techniques. I've talked to enough people. I've written down all of the qualities that I want in a partner. Now I can just sit down, be in my joy, be in my bliss, detach, trust, and surrender that my desire is coming. They're coming. And now that I'm laid down and open, and you can even practice this like an energetic and a physical opening. So like finding places that you can literally just lean back, open your body, open your posture, and feel the energy coming to meet you. Feel your desires coming to meet you. Because you've created that magnetic force field within you. And it has to start within you for your whole auric field to start vibrating at that magnetic frequency where you are a match to receiving what you want. Everything that you desire desires you too. Everything. You have this desire for a reason. And if you are, and you know, this isn't about scapegoating and ignoring the manifestation that's necessary, meaning the work, the preparation, and the energy that's necessary as an output. This is only about bringing balance and making sure that you're spending equal amount of time and energy in your magnetic field as you are in your manifestation field. Meaning, if you are trying to accomplish something, you are spending equal parts in watering the seeds and equal parts in frolicking in this garden of goodness. It has to be balanced. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but you'll see that the results of what you want to come in are going to be skyrocketed and are going to be overflowing and are going to be so much more easeful and blissful when you are dancing with these polarities in harmony. And it's such a relief, especially as a feminine, where we have been raised in an overly masculine society of needing to output more, needing to do more in order to receive more. And it's just a lie. It's a lie. It's not only disconnecting us from what we actually want to come fully through and support us, but it's disconnecting us from our feminine magic, our feminine power. Whether you're masculine or feminine, we all have these feminine energies. And it's pure magic. It's pure magic.